Hey, welcome back. Azure ATP is a key element to securing your Microsoft 365 environment. My name is Sushant Sutish, and I'm your trainer for this MS500 Microsoft 365 Certified Security Administrator course. After this lesson, you would be able to explain Azure Advanced Threat Protection and will be able to configure Azure Advanced Threat Protection and respond to alerts and identify which Azure ATP reports may be suitable for your organization. So, without wasting any more time, let's get into it. So, let's understand what is Azure Advanced Threat Protection. Azure ATP monitors your domain controllers by capturing and parsing network traffic and leveraging Windows events directly from your domain controllers. Then analyzes the data for attacks and threats, utilizing profiling, deterministic detection, machine learning, and behavior algorithms. Azure ATP learns about your network, enables detection of anomalies, and warns you of suspicious activities. Azure ATP detects multiple suspicious activities, focusing on several phases of the cybersecurity kill chain, which includes lateral movement cycle, reconnaissance, domain dominance, etc. So, what is lateral movement cycle? Lateral movement cycle is when an attacker invests time and effort in spreading their attack surface inside your network. What is reconnaissance? Reconnaissance is when an attacker gathers information on how the environment is built. They are building their plan for the next phase of the attack. The third one is domain dominance or persistence. This is when an attacker captures the information, allowing them to resume their campaign using various sets of entry points, credentials, and techniques. ATP sensors are installed directly on your domain controller. The Azure ATP sensors access the required event logs directly from the domain controller. After the logs and network traffics are parsed by the sensor, the Azure ATP sends only the parsed information to the Azure ATP cloud service, which is only a percentage of the logs are sent. You need to understand different components which is part of Azure ATP. Let's look at these one by one. The first one is Azure ATP Portal. The Azure ATP Portal allows you to create your Azure ATP instance, and this displays the data received from Azure ATP sensors and enables you to monitor, manage, and investigate threats in your network environment. Second component is Azure ATP Sensor. Azure ATP sensors are installed directly on your domain controllers. The sensor directly monitors domain controller traffic without the need for a dedicated server or configuration or port mirroring. The third component is Azure ATP Cloud Service. Azure ATP Cloud Service runs on Azure infrastructure and is currently deployed in US, Europe, and Asia. Azure ATP Cloud Service is connected to Microsoft Intelligent Security Graph. So, how can you configure the Azure ATP? The installation procedure provides instructions for creating and managing your Azure ATP instance or workspace. In Azure ATP, you will have a single instance or workspace enabling you to manage multiple forests from a single pane of glass. After you verify your network which meets the requirement of the sensor, you can proceed for the creation of Azure ATP workspace. The first step is to enter the Azure ATP portal, which you can use by login with your Azure Active Directory user account. Then you create your workspace. Third step is this is where you provide your username and password to connect to your Azure Active Directory forest, and then you download the Azure ATP sensor setup package. And the final step is where you install the Azure ATP sensor. After you log into the Azure ATP portal, you are automatically taken to the Open Security Alert timeline. Security alerts are listed in chronological order, with the nearest alert on the top of the timeline. Each security alert has the following information: entities involved including users, computers, servers, domain controllers, and resources, times and time frame of the suspicious activity which initiated the security alert, severity of the alert, which is either high, medium, or low, and the status, which is open, closed, or suppressed. And you will have the ability to share the security alert with other people in your organization via email. or you can export the security alert to Excel as well. Let's look at alert investigation. Following proper investigation, all Azure ATP alerts can be classified as either true positive, which is a malicious action detected by Azure ATP, or benign true positive, an action detected by Azure ATP that is real but not malicious, such as a penetration test, or false positive, a false alarm, meaning the activity didn't happen. And how can you generate Azure ATP reports? So, what are the different types of Azure ATP reports available? The first one is summary report. The summary report presents a dashboard of status in the system. Then we have modification of sensitive groups. This reports lists every time a modification is made to sensitive groups. If you are using Azure ATP standalone sensors to receive a full report about your sensitive group, it is necessary to make sure that events are forwarded from your domain controller to the standalone sensors. Another report is passwords exposed in clear text. Some services use LDAP non-secure protocol to send account credentials in plain text. This can even happen for sensitive accounts. Attackers monitoring network traffic can catch and then reuse these credentials for malicious purposes. This report lists all source computer and account password that Azure ATP detected as being sent in clear text. The last one is lateral movement path to sensitive accounts. This report lists the sensitive accounts that are exposed via lateral movement paths. That concludes the lesson on Azure ATP. In the next one, we are going to learn about Microsoft Defender ATP. So I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care.